I hope everybody having a great day. Let everybody get in. See. Apologize about that delay on people trying to get on the call. That the domain might have been expired. I had it about 4 years. So it might be time to go renew it. I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna go log in when we get off the call and see. Uh let's see. Let everybody get on. We had a delay on people coming on the call. I had to send the regular link out, the meeting link out. Can let me know in the chat box how your weekend been. Hope everybody been having a blessed weekend. I know it's Father's Days on weekend. A lot of people probably relaxing, still with the family right now. Depending what time zone you in. So I won't hold you too long on this call. But we do have a great deal of things to talk about for this particular week. Let's see. Let me give everybody enough time to get on. I'm gonna get started in a few seconds. This call is being streamed live to my personal Facebook page, trade school page, and a few other places. Let me see, can I get this shared and trade and trade secrets? And I think we'll be good to go from there. Let's see. Do me a favor. I know this call is an open call tonight. Normally this call is an open call. Can do me a favor, please make sure your Zoom name is your name. Get everybody on, and we're gonna get going. Give everybody enough time, so we got a slight delay. Let's see. But yeah, everybody who's coming on, let me know in the chat box how your weekend been. Hope everybody having a blessed weekend. This week in particular is one of those. It's not a fundamental week, I would say, but it's one of those weeks where we're gonna have to navigate it a little bit different. So I'm gonna get everybody with everybody get on and we'll go through everything. So got people coming on. All right, cool. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Let's see, let's go ahead and get started. Hope everybody had a blessed day. So I know y'all probably looking at this tweet I got up. Yeah, so we got a 3 day weekend. I know the holiday that we got tomorrow. It's not a new holiday, but it's a newly freshly celebrated holiday on the federal side. So um no, I think this is the second year. I think the second or third year that it been approved as a federal holiday. I won't say. So I'm gonna see how we're gonna see how the market react to this particular new holiday. Going into Tuesday since the stock market is closed tomorrow. Future market open until 12, but it'll be low volume. So we're not even trading tomorrow at all. We don't really trade holidays because of the volume. So you don't need to try to get caught in that, go unwind from Father's Day weekend tomorrow, study and all that good stuff, and be ready for Tuesday. But we're gonna be coming about a 3 day weekend. Normally, you have a rally going after a 3 day weekend. So we're gonna see how the market react on Tuesday. But I got a good little bit of tweets and something to go over. But I didn't go make sure I go over the economic calendar for this week. So, like I said, this week we're gonna have to maneuver a little bit different because we're gonna have a good little bit of Fed speakers speaking this week. Not only we have a good little bit of Fed speakers speaking this week, we also have Power giving testimony this week. So for Monday, we don't have any high news for US, but for Tuesday, we do have building permits. We also have Fed member Williams speaking at 10:45 a.m. Central. We also have another one speaking way early in the day. But I would say for Tuesday, we really don't have anything that it can affect us. It'd be more so on Wednesday. Now, Wednesday, we got Powell's gonna be speaking right at 9 a.m. Central. along with Fed member Jefferson. Um, okay, cool, Mr. Taylor. So we also have Fed member Jefferson is gonna be doing the testimony too at 9 and Cook. So Wednesday, you know, uh, I would me personally, just me personally, I'm not. I'm gonna see what the market look like after they get finished speaking, but more than likely, I probably won't trade till after 12 on Wednesday because number one reason why is I want y'all to think about something. You got three people, well, you got four people really who have an opinion. And keep in mind, the market is based off human behavior. It reacts based just like off human behavior. Let me ask y'all a question. So let's say you and some people are chilling. Then you got four different people, four of your buddies who got y'all having a conversation on whatever topic, and then you have a different opinion. Then your four other buddies have a different opinion. What happened? Let me know in the chat box. You got a different opinion, and four of your buddies got a different opinion. What happens? Let me know in the chat box. It's gonna be a very, very, very high chance that ain't nobody gonna be on the same page. Everybody ain't gonna have the same view. So, what would the market makers have to do? Well, same way you would do in any particular situation. Yeah, I might start. Yeah, it'd be indecision. So, what would the market makers do in that particular scenario? Would be they're gonna first seek out all the facts among all four people, what's valid, what's not valid, and make a decision from there. So I can't go in the market on a Wednesday where I got four people gonna be speaking with four different opinions on all type of things. You know what the market probably gonna do? Probably just gonna, like Mr. Harris just said, it's gonna chop. It's gonna move sideways until the market makers decide that, hey, everything that was said, it's more from a positive side, or everything that was said, it's more from a negative side, and the market will react. So for Wednesday, I probably leave it alone until after 12 noon central, and I catch that wave in because they gotta make a decision by the end of the day. So for us, we way to move the market because they gotta close some orders out. So Wednesday, I'm gonna adjust it based. I'm just looking at the news first, but Wednesday, I know for a fact I'm not trying to mess with it during that particular period because we ain't gonna know which way the wind gonna blow based off what everybody's saying. But let me know in the chat box, everybody understand. You see how you? I don't want to say you dive too deep into it, but you take the known facts, the obvious, and you put it all together. This is effective planning. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't even look at this. A lot of people who trade don't even pay attention to this. A lot of people probably trading probably don't even know this man gonna be speaking on Wednesday. A lot of people trading probably ain't gonna know all four different speakers in the up there in DC ain't speaking. A lot of people probably don't even know that because they're not paying attention to the weekly news, the economic calendar. So this is effective planning. I can keep myself out of the market and being trapped and stuck and all the sideways activity based off of that. So make sure everybody on this call know this is the main reason why we go to the economic calendar when we first get on the Sunday plan the call. But Thursday, let's see, you got two banks giving interest rates. We have our regular initial jobless claims on Thursday. And then we also have let's see, he's speaking again on Thursday morning, along with let me see, one, two. We also got existing home sales reports. So you got one, two, three. Yeah, you got three particular high news events coming out at 9 a.m. Central on Thursday. So you don't have anything else after that. So on Thursday, I would look for the market to react. Mainly based off initial jobs claim and existing home sales, along with them. That the main initial move probably come after 9. So definitely after 9, I'll be looking to trade on Thursday after 9 versus early morning. So we'll see how that play out because we do have a good little bit on this Thursday, pretty active Thursday than normal. Normally don't have a a Fed member speaking, not that many on Thursday, but we got it this week. So we'll maneuver around it after 9 o'clock on Thursday. We'll let them process all the information and bias. On Friday, let's see. Friday, we got people speaking and it's gonna be in the evening time. So Friday we good. We don't have any hot news on Friday for US. So we'll treat Friday as a regular day. But let's get into the actual um report. Let's see. So each and every week, I know we got a few new people on this call. And this call is also being streamed live. So anybody on Facebook Live watching, if this is your first time viewing this particular call, this is our weekly planning call. We do this call once a week where we go over the plan for the upcoming week so we can know how to tackle the market, do it from a weekly standpoint. We use our DCG Mastermind report, which is given out 30 days in advance. It has every bias that can happen in the market 30 days in advance, written 30 days ahead of time. So follow this particular plan each and every week, and we trade per the plan. But coming into this week, the day is the 18th. We had Sunday a bullish bias, new moon. New moon mean new money. Father's Day, historically large volume comes in and out of the market. So on Sunday, we always look for that dip by opportunity. On Sundays, look for a move back up on Sundays. That's in crypto. Keep in mind, when we look at it from Sundays and we look at it on Saturdays for the bias in the report, it's mostly referring to crypto. But Monday, June 19th, 2023, that is a federal holiday. Um, stock market gonna be closed tomorrow because it's a federal holiday. Banks gonna be closed, so stock market be closed, but future market be open up until 12 noon central. But no trading tomorrow. Um, we're gonna relax and rest and recap on everything that we learned. So freshen up. So Monday, I said take Monday as a rest day tomorrow. So Tuesday gonna be the beginning of our week. We're gonna start Tuesday off for the week of trading. So Tuesday, June 20th. We got day trade, VST, no forecast besides expect low volume level to level. Let me move this chat box out the way. Historically, this begins the worst week in June. Third week of June, Dow down 27 of the last 33 years. Start of our bearish swing period. So we look at our swing periods. Our bearish predictable days, and we got bullish predictable days. So we have swing periods in which we know in which the market would be bearish or bullish during those particular weeks. So we know that when we look at the whole month and overall, we know that when we're looking in June 21st to the 24th, it's a tendency to be bearish during that week. So we're actually coming into that week. So as you guys can see right here, it says historically this begins the worst week in June. The third week of June, down 27 of the last 33 years. Now let me move back just a tad bit. So I was on Twitter earlier, and kind of strange. I was on Cheddar Flow earlier, and I noticed ever since what day is 18th, ever since on Friday, a lot of investors, a lot of institutional traders, big time traders, been buying the crap out of VIX calls. So you got 3.2 million out the money calls. Somebody did a 5.5 million out the money call. Somebody did a 6.3 million out the money call. Somebody did a 2.1 million out the money call. All this happened within the span of Thursday to Friday. So you keep in mind, it don't be a coincidence because a lot of people actually study seasonality just like we do, and they keep tabs of it, so they know we're coming to a historically weak week. It's not a coincidence that they betting on them. They betting on the market to be, down. So it kind of makes sense on why this is almost over 10 million. It is over $10 million worth of VIX call. That's not counting all the other, investors out here who buying too. They just ones that cheddar flow they picked up. But there has been a lot of call buying on VIX. So, and it has been sitting at a low. So we'll look at that when we get to look at those seasonal plays. But kind of makes sense. You put two and two together coming into this particular week. So just keep that in mind. We'll look for a short coming in on Tuesday. We look for bearish activity on Tuesday. Let me know in the chat box, everybody understand. We will look for bearish activity on Tuesday coming in. So the way I'm looking at it, with Monday being a holiday, then the market was down because we had quadruple witching on Friday, on this past Friday. The way I'm looking at it is future market open back up um Monday afternoon after 5. We'll see if they push it back up. So if they push it back up, especially going in the European session, we'll see if they turn around and make a high on the European session, turn around and start another drop. So coming into Tuesday. So we'll see if that setup is exactly like that. I got a feeling that just as high is gonna happen because if we're gonna get any moves down, and they was already moving down a good little bit on Friday, they're gonna have to push it back up during that low volume period and set us up for Tuesday. So we'll see if they turn around and make highs on the European session coming in after the future market open up on Monday evening. If they plant that seed going in the European session. But Tuesday, do look for bearish activities off the highs. Wednesday, June 21st, got color code red, trade the trend, no historical bias today, no real impact for economic. Yes, we do. We got the speaker speaking. Monitor world indices and total crypto markets today, expecting down in crypto. So keep in mind, like I mentioned for Wednesday, we got all these speakers speaking on Wednesday. So I'm gonna keep my same bias, my same stand on Wednesday. I'm gonna wait till after 12 noon trade. I'm gonna trade the trend after 12 noon. So not don't have a per se on what the market gonna be up or down. It's totally gonna depend on what is delivered for the people who's speaking. So, but we'll trade the trend after 12 noon central to be on the safe side on Wednesday. Let me know in the chat box, everybody understand. So that is the initial plan for Wednesday. No need to try to force it. Let them do what they do. Let them speak what they gonna speak. Let them process what they gonna speak. And then we just take it from there when they get finished. But Thursday, June 22nd, 2023, you got a dip buy bias. You got bullish bias in the month of June for Thursday. Now let me stop right here and say this. Um, we talk about this every single week, right? So I've been doing this particular call ever since I don't know April 2020 maybe. Yeah, I ain't been doing this call ever since April 2020. So every week I do this call. I have noticed over the years, it was years like 2021 when it really dawned on me that on Thursday you have the same bias. Let me know in the chat box and anybody ever recognize that too. I've been doing this call since by April 2020, probably March, but I said by April 2020. And every Thursday you have the same bias. So what do you have this in your calendar? Let me know in the chat box. Do you have this in your calendar? If you don't, let me tell you how to structure it. Wednesday night, you always look for the Wednesday night short in the Thursday morning news, which is initial job disclaimers. Okay, but you guys, they have that every Thursday. That's telling you how many people filed for unemployment last week. Okay, so you have initial job disclaimers come out at 7:30 a.m. And the market's always going to move based off of that particular report right here. It measures pretty much the strength. Well, if you look at it this way, people ain't working. It's bad. It's people working. That's good. So that's actually a strength monitor for the economy. If anybody catch my drift on it, if people ain't working, five unemployment, it ain't good. If people are working and less people five unemployment, that's good. But that has a major effect. So this is an important event. The market will tend to short into particular news events like that because they can't expect they can't expect the unexpected. So hold on, Sam. Let me say that. Let me get finished with it first. So on Thursday, we always tend to look for shorts coming into Thursday morning, especially after the market open. And then they turn around and make a dip buy, then the market starting to move back up. So it's not a coincidence on most Thursdays, on a lot of Thursdays, you observe some type of bullish activity. Okay. But Sam, I know you knew that these you just came in. Yeah, it's on our calendar. It's on our calendar. On Wednesday, you got Wednesday night short in the Thursday morning. And then you got right here on Thursday, you buy the dip on the index. So we've been doing this for a long time. I always have you Wednesday night short in Thursday morning. And you turn around, you buy the dip um on Thursday. We always got shorts in the Thursday. So it's how it always play out. But I got it on my calendar. I want you to make sure you have it on your calendar because that's something, you can always anticipate on a Thursday. So it is the market. A lot of people think the market is unpredictable. It's really, really not. It moves in cycles. So this is actually what you'll call a weekly cycle. So this we know on Wednesdays, the market on Wednesday evenings, the market tends to short into Thursday. We know on Thursdays, the market tends to go up. We know on Mondays, the market tends to go down, the reposition going into the beginning of a new week. So it's three weekly cycle plays that you should have. Well, here's four. Look for crypto to drop on Sunday nights, Sunday mornings into, hold on, I said that wrong. Look for crypto to short from Saturday night into Sunday morning, which we have right here on the calendar. Hold on. Quick. It'd be Saturday. Short crypto in the Sunday morning. You turn around, there's 1 week you cycle play, and you turn around, you buy the dip on crypto after Sunday school. That's how I try to gauge it out. Buy it after Sunday school. Then you have spec shorts on Mondays because they had to reposition on Mondays. Keep in mind the best day to buy stocks is on Mondays because investors they're gonna buy at a low point. Nobody buys at a high point. So you always get repositioned on Mondays. So you expect shorts on Mondays. It's the second weekly cycle play you should have on your calendar. Wednesday night short and Thursday morning. That's the third. And you buy the dip on the indexes on Thursday morning. That's four. So that's 4 weekly cycle plays. Now, nobody should have an excuse on why they can't trade in the market. They have a busy schedule. You got 4 weekly cycle plays that will play out for you. Let me know in the chat box. That's off topic, but I was trying to make sure everybody know, especially new people on the call, that you can actually plan out the money. Let me know in the chat box, everybody understand. You can actually plan out the money. The market doesn't come in and do new stuff every week. Do the same thing every week. The same thing every week. But let me see. Friday, let me move this out the way. Friday, June 23rd, we have a neutral bias. And trade school students, don't worry. Keep in mind, you guys got a call on scheduling this week. So you guys can learn more about that, how to check y'all Google Calendar out, to have those particular things on y'all calendar, because y'all got to go through that class on Tuesday. But on Friday, June 23rd, 2023, have a neutral bias, flash PMI after market open, trade after 9 in Pacific, trade momentum today. So same thing for Friday. Neutral, when we have a neutral bias, that means the market can go either way. But for Friday, I'm gonna treat it as such. I'm gonna trade the trend on Friday. Friday is normally a day for profit taking. We normally look for shorts on Friday. So we'll see how Friday comes in and we'll trade the trend like we normally do on Friday. So this week in particular, I don't want to say it's gonna be a complicated week, but it's gonna be a week of maneuvering. You know what I mean? Due to the fact that we got a lot of Fed members speaking. So this week gonna be more maneuvering, trading at later times. So not too crazy, but we will adjust, trade at later times especially on Wednesday and Thursday. Let's see. Miss Tracy, keep in mind, make sure you come to class on Tuesday. You get all that on Tuesday. Don't worry about trying to write it down. Come to class on Tuesday. Y'all class on scheduling and setting your calendar and setting your Google calendar on Tuesday for people to trade school. So make sure you can class on Tuesday. But let's see. This week ain't too crazy. Nah. This week ain't too crazy. But we're gonna make it do what it do though. Let's see. So a few things before we move on to the next thing. I was going back on Twitter. That is old. Okay, so I already shared that. Talk about that. Um, okay. So let's get to the market side. Let's get to the the market cycle stuff that we had in report for this month. So let me go on to the back. Let me know in the chat box. And we got anybody new on this call? Let me know in the chat box if you guys enjoying this call. Do this call help you? Anybody? It don't have to be new people. That's just give me some feedback. Does this weekly planning call help you out coming into the new week? There's a lot of stuff people don't take in perspective when it comes to trading in the markets and being prepared. How people just come in and just do. You can't just come in and just do. When you come in and just do, you get stuff handed to you that you didn't want. So it's better to be prepared and be aware of stuff that's coming in too. So every month in the report, I put some market cycle plays in here that we tend to take advantage of for the whole particular month that just helped the most. So in June, we put market cycle plays in here that we take advantage for the whole month of June. So it's for when we look through the market cycles in the report, they are swing trades. Okay, they're swing trades for the whole month of June. So we try to put the most high probability ones in here. I try to go back and I got a lot of stuff on my calendar. There's a lot of stuff that I put in the report. It'd be stuff that we already won on over the past 4 years since I've been putting this stuff in the report. And also be some new things too. But I put a lot of our good plays that we take advantage of over the years into the report. So for the month of June, we had UPS move up in the month of June. Historically, had an 80% win ratio due to demand. Look for UPS move up from the lows in the month of June. So, we had that played out. I got everything on the thing. So let me memorize it. So you can see UPS right here. UPS moving up, coming in June, about right there. So we were looking for UPS move about the lows. I know we got a good little bit of people. I saw people writing in the Discord, in DCG Discord, that they was up pretty nice on UPS, which is good. Continue riding that, enjoy those profits. It moved up from around 166, made a high so far around 180. So over the course of the month, since the beginning of the month, this has moved up off the lows. It has produced good profits. For the people who in it, enjoy those profits, continue riding on up. So also, we had that Tesla make a move up in June. We had that, June is one of Tesla's strongest months. So, and one of its most high return months. So coming in to June, we had a good little bit of people too that I talked to, took advantage of that. And Tesla had came out too later on. Well, I think it was last week about their partnership with GM with the electrical stuff. And that kind of gave Tesla extra boost. So it's June. It's June. Season has been playing out rather nice as well. So we actually, I think some people got in earlier because we did mention it like second or third week of May that it was gonna have a run up and it was already on an uptrend. So I think some people got in it early, but for the people who got in June, it ran from around 1-200ish all up to I think it made high 263. So it been pushing on up. So this small things like this, I'm trying to make sure everybody knows, especially if you're getting a report or you're doing this, like put this down on your calendar. Because this stuff, you come back to it next year. And you be like, oh, what can I do for June? Oh, well, I can go long on UPS, I can go long on Tesla. So June is one of those months in which it goes up. Let me know in the chat box, everybody understand. So see the thing about it is when it comes to market cycles, a lot of people underestimate power. What goes around comes around. If it doesn't chat about anybody agree with me, what goes around comes back around. So history repeats. History always repeats, especially in the market. So and then keep in mind too, a lot of things, especially when it has to do with companies or commodities, make moves off of things that happen in that business or just in that commodity season. So UPS might have a surge or something. Tesla might have a surge of business or something in that particular month. So it helps out a whole lot. So put stuff like that on your calendar. So when it comes back around to that month again the next year, you can be like, oh, this is what we did last year. This is what we can take advantage of this. Let me know in the chat box, everybody understand. So another thing that we had in the report, and we've been talking about this particular two commodities for the past 2.5, I don't want to say about 3 years. Corn tends to start a downtrend. Keyword by mid-June as it get ready for pricing ahead of the new crop contracts in August. Soybean tends to start a downtrend by mid-June as it get ready for pricing ahead of the new crop contracts in August. Keep in mind, I got mid-June. So let me ask you guys a quick question. If we're expecting something to go down by mid-June, what is it going to do for the majority of June until we get to mid-June? Let me know in the chat box. What do you expect? What is something doing if you know it's going to start a downtrend in the middle or the end of a month? What is it going to do to the majority of the month? In order for you to get the downtrend, it's going to rise. It's going to rise. Now, keep in mind as well, it's going to go up and rise, correct? So keep in mind as well, I want to make sure everybody who on the call understand this. When it comes to market cycles on commodities, the summer, especially grains like corn and soybean, it's critical. Why I say it's critical, the summer is critical because of what? Rain totals, drought, and supply and demand and other things. Let me know in the chat box, everybody understand. So you guys can see, like we said, it been pushing up. It been pushing up. So it been making highs ever since it came in June, which we expected. We're looking for it to make highs because once it make a high, only then it can start that downtrend. So we're looking for a push up until the middle of June, until the end of June. Let me know in the chat box, everybody understand. Do everybody see how you could position yourself or you could position stuff by just keeping up with market cycles? Let me know. Because a person is expecting a downtrend by the end of June, you know, it just ain't gonna just boom, just start a downtrend. They have to make a high so you knew it's gonna move up. But let me mention this. When you're doing market cycles on commodities, it's very important to keep up with the news. Now, here's the thing. Looking at Karen, then, which is the person I follow on Twitter, she mainly talks about everything commodities when it deals with soybean and corn. So a lot of the institutionals, they are going net long on corn and soybean right now, which means that this downtrend that we're expecting might be late. Let me know in the chat box if everybody understands. So this downtrend that we're expecting might be late. So it's a few concerns because they comparing it to the previous years. Because I don't know where some of you guys live at. You stay in the South like I'm at. We've been getting tons of rain, but the majority of the people who harvest corn and soybean, they're pretty much in the Midwest. So they just not been getting some solid rain total. So and they started getting some solid rain total. So we've been having, it been a few concerns on, I guess, well, you get look at it this way. If it's a drought, you're gonna look for not so well production, which leads to a supply issue. So if you have a supply issue or worry on supply, what happens? Let me know in the chat box. If you own a business and you selling cupcakes, and then you have a cupcake sale, and then everybody comes to the shop buy cupcakes, and you find out that you ain't got enough cupcakes and you're cooked and left. So low supply, and an increase in demand is going to increase the price. So not saying you're going to increase the price of your cupcakes, but you catch my drift. It's going to be more demand for it. So and it's going to be a low supply. So you're starting to see a rise in price. So I'm gonna be paying attention to that because we definitely we tend to always just short corn and soybean in July. So we're gonna see if since we've been getting a lot of rain, we're gonna see if that helps. Because it was saying right here, 57% of U.S. corn areas are in a drought as of June 13th. This is last week, up from 26% 3 weeks earlier. This is the highest for the week and records back to 2012. So, a lot of people, they kind of worried about it right now because it's a lot of people areas, especially the Midwest, on dry. So we'll pay attention to that as we get more rain. Like I said, we got bad storm coming tonight around about 1 in the morning. So we've been getting tons of rain. So we're gonna see as that help, and we're gonna see especially coming into July if we get that short. Let me know in the chat box if everybody understand. I ain't mean to try to throw too much out there on it, but I just want to make sure everybody understand the fundamental side of it, especially when it comes to it. You can't just up and just do. I want people to understand the fundamental sides of it too. So then on top of that, let me show you something else that I look at when it comes to especially commodities and things in particular when we're doing the market cycles. One thing I always look at when I'm doing the report for the new month, I always go back and see where institutions are positioned at so I can know whether or not my bias is right or wrong. So, well, not really making sure my bias is right or wrong, but make sure I'm in alignment with it. So I'm going back and look at COT data, which is commitments to traders data, which update every Tuesday. Pretty much all varieties of wheat and corn that is harvested here in the United States on the exchange. You can see the swamp. You look at the swamp dealers when you look at commodities. You can see, hold on, right, let me get my drawing too. You can see that you have 254K worth of loans versus your 20K worth of short. Let me know in the chat box, everybody see. You see why there is more investors net long on coin right now versus short. But here's the thing. As things cool off, you see the change from last week. So there has been some getting shaved off. We're gonna see if that number in one thing I want to do before I even say that, hey, I want short corn and soybean in July. I want to see if they decrease more on those loans. If I start seeing more increase on those loans, going into next week, I know we getting close to making it high. So, but right now they are crazy net long on it, but it has been big decreases on it, and it has increase on the short. So we'll see if it starts paying out for us. Another thing that I was paying attention to as well, was wheat, which we don't have in the report, but as you can see right here, they are crazy net long on all varieties. The main variety that's mostly talked about is the hard red winter wheat, which is this one right here, HRW. As you can see right here, that 41K long, and there has been increases on that particular commodity. So here's what I'm looking at as a trade idea for this week going out into the next month. Um, Wheat has been coming about some lows, and it just broke out on the alligator on the daily chart. So I want to take a small position probably Tuesday. I want to take a small position on wheat and see kind of ride it up based off that data, especially if it broke out on the alligator on the daily chart. So I'll probably try to buy some contracts out. I'm gonna see if they got some expirations for like August or something like that. And I buy me some August expirations. And I'm gonna see how this play out. This is breaking out above the alligator. I post this on Facebook and I post this in DCG and I post this in Trade Secret Group, but as a trade out there. But definitely looking at that since we've been getting a lot of net loans and increases on that particular commodity. But last thing that we had for market cycles, we had dollar peso has a tendency to make a low coming into the beginning or the middle of June, followed by a sharp move up going into September. We look at this as a 3 to 4 month potential swing. So for positioning purposes, I know the dollar peso was going to drop pretty much this month, and then it's going to turn around and make a low. Now, let me go back to the chart. So where I put it right here. So dollar peso has been dropping pretty much all of June. Been dropping pretty much all of June. So we're gonna see this turn around and make a low soon, especially in July. I'm gonna look forward in July because you will see this in the July report. I see this make a low and start a trend, start to move back up. to the upside in July, but I'm gonna wait. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the alligator on there. I'm gonna wait till it come back above the alligator. Then I'm gonna get in. Then I'm gonna scale into it. What I mean by scale into it, I'm gonna add more positions each and every week on the lows. So we did this several times before in the past and just rolled it up, and we'll get out of it. A little bit after September, but we only got a few forex traders, but I had to make sure I always put a play in there. And it's my guy Sam on the call. I know he be wanting to hear about this. On that he on the call. Not Sam G, but my other Sam. So the natural gas play that we put into the report, back here, I want to say April or May. Natural gas is one of the plays in which we look for a move up all summer, going into the heating season, which begins November 1st. So, me and Jamar did a class back here in 2020, market cycle master class. And I mentioned how natural gas, we had a playbook called 100K a year playbook. And I mentioned how natural gas can make money on a long-term year swing if you bought it during the summer and held it to November, held it to like end of October, November, because they accumulate during the summer, accumulate reserves during the summer, and they liquidate everything when the heating season comes in. When it starts to get cold, that's when everybody gonna be starting to use natural gas the most. When it starts to get cold, especially in northern states, because they get snow and all that good stuff, be cold up there. But natural gas is one of those commodities in which you can accumulate and it rise in price because they are accumulating. They'll do that during the summer, and then it'll short or drop when the heating season come in. When it starts to get cold, especially when you're starting to get reports of snow up there in New York and New Jersey and Michigan and Ohio and all that stuff, you start seeing more shorts on natural gas. So it is a swing in which we contribute to it, where we said we was going to hold it until November. So it has been pushing up all those lows. It's been making up new highs. So we're going to see if we continue to push up through the remainder of July and August and September. So we did get somewhere. I know we have a few people who dollar cost average in because we got in a little bit early on it because we didn't want to miss it. So I know we still got people who still up on a lot of their positions because the dollar cost average in. So I know next year we're going to position it a little bit different. I probably wait till May to get in versus April. But, we still good on it. We're going to ride that bad boy on up until November. Then we're going to get out when heating season come in. So that's pretty much all I got on the stuff for the market cycles. We had a lot on that. So let me see. I got Mr. Jamar on the call. I was gonna say he's on the call. Yeah, he on the call. How you doing today, sir? Hope you're having a great Father's Day.
Yeah, man, we still celebrating over here, but I had to break out to come check the market and do my Sunday night plan. So, the schedule that we have traders, that's kind of to manage the time. Sunday nights I'm normally going through the market, looking for reading the news, planning out the times I'm going to have available to trade, and it's part of just a Sunday night, a Sunday night schedule. And so, for traders that get in, it's like more of a consistent thing that we do, and it becomes routine. And I hate when the routine is broken. And so for me, I just try to, go in and today, if you were trading crypto, some of the market times, Sunday and Friday, you want to pay particular times to the market because they tell you a lot of telltale signs. On Sunday, the future market is open. So right now, China is open, Asia is open, and so I'm reading the news and seeing that some of those markets are selling off. If you've seen, when Sydney came online today around 2:00 or 1:00 to 2, you see that crypto start slowing down and start selling. You want to take notes of the classes that you're on and kind of pay attention to the timing. Like even this month of June, one of the things I'm talking about is the journaling is like, you've seen the first 2 weeks of June was hot. And we had talked about it in the, the plan for June. is we expected the first half to be better than the second. And we are, pretty much overbought in all the markets right now. And so I do expect some profit taking to occur. But I mean, that is the expectation. The thing is that the market is sometimes irrational. And so I'm checking the other markets to see how they're doing, see Asia, how they're doing, the Australia market to see how they're doing. And so that's one of the things I do on Sunday is actually look at the world markets because they have also been up, like our market has been up. And so it was Sunday and Monday is important, especially when it's a 3-day weekend, to track other markets, right? Track Australia, track the Asia futures. It's not Juneteenth anywhere else in the world, right? So their markets are still open. And that is something that we have to, kind of recognize, is that we're in a global economy, and it's almost like a one world economy. But even though we have a holiday, the rest of the world still goes on. And it's the same thing with Bitcoin. Even all the stuff that's happening in our region, SEC and Binance, the rest of the world is still able to buy Bitcoin. So the volume is drawn up, because a lot of our money is in our money being in the United States, the retail traders, a lot of us, it's still United States is the wealthiest country in the world still. So, where we put money moves the market. And when we take our money out, the market slows down a lot. And, that's just something to, kind of recognize and say we all one economy, but, if we have a holiday, it does slow down the markets. Right. And going into Tuesday, right, I'm looking for signs on Monday and Sunday of how I'm going to trade Tuesday. And that is just, that's part of the plan. So, you guys are here on a Sunday night. I say happy Father's Day, and I commend you for being here. And I know that, traders hop on. I got a house full of people here, but, it's still the same thing that it's all the same time. And so we make time for the things that, we're trying to put together. And for me, it's money, right? If I step away from the family on a Sunday night, the intent is that I want to get an idea that's going to help me make money. And one of the things that I was sharing inside the mastermind tonight is like, just, hey, make sure you go through the news. And so even on TradingView, it has a world view of news, and I'll just read the headlines. So I don't know if you guys, use that. A lot of services, they sell the news, and there's a lot of news that's being sold, but, news is being put out, and if you can go through the headline, and I'll read something to see how the headlines are going. Right. And just the headlines for China, the headlines for, Hong Kong, Australia, and see how, what's being reported. And this is how we caught CrowdStrike on Thursday. We're just reading the news, and we seen that the government had a cybersecurity hack, and it came out around 9:00 in the morning. And I alerted, hey, to buy CrowdStrike. And, a lot of guys made a lot of money off that play. And it wasn't even trading. It was just keeping track of the news and understanding that, we were like, man, we got in the CrowdStrike, and it took like an hour before it really hit everything else. So we got it early. Look at Mike looking at like this, he's seeing it for the first time.
Yeah, checking it out.
Yeah. So in Thinkorswim, we had a live news section, which is really good. But on TradingView, it also has this, and you also can change that view, Mike, and you can make it just in a scroll the same way they have in Thinkorswim.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'll do is I'll just read these, and then I'll highlight some of the ones, or I'll, if like that bank holiday that's on the right side, and it key data, key things to watch for the week. Yeah, right below that one. Yeah, I'll read that, and I post that inside the in DCG, because it gives you, kind of a glimpse of what the week is going to be like. And then, everything else, right? Korea, Japan, everything is kind of like slowed down right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to see how this is a brand. It's more of a new holiday, like you just mentioned right here.
Yeah.
Pretty
So
interesting seeing how it plays out.
So, historically for, Bitcoin tracking it for the last couple of years, Bitcoin has always been low during that time, but, we're in a new environment, new area. So, that's why it's important to journal and to, track this, because we don't have a lot of history, when it comes to crypto or these new holidays, and as you stay in trading, your IQ goes up. You'll start catching things. And even here, reading the news, I'm looking for one play that's going to be actionable, or even knowing why Shibu Inu went up today, right? Just understanding it for myself. So if I wanted to trade Shibu Inu or SHIB tomorrow or tonight, I understand why it was moving up. Right. One of the things it had there is like 3 cryptos to sell in June, right? Before they crash. And they were talking about the meme coins. And so, I'm starting to see that sentiment come out on different articles, and I'll make a mental note of that. All right. And then so today Ethereum came out with something that can compete with the BRC20 coins. And so, when BRC20 came out, it jammed up the Bitcoin network. And now they have something that's coming out on Ethereum. So, if you notice, the price of Ethereum is not really moving as much as Bitcoin and other things. And, you start understanding why something is moving and what something's not moving, because you got caught up on the news. And so, one of the goals is to have everybody in the mastermind or in DCG in our environment just be more educated. So this way, the news that we're sharing, we know that we're sharing it because we're going to make money off the news.
Reading is fundamental.
So, there's traders that only trade off of reading the news. And, when we had that CrowdStrike news, I was talking to my guy, he made about 14 grand off that play. And, on Friday or Thursday, he was like, man, I'm not going to rush it. And all he was doing was reading the news all day. He's seen that the news it just hit. He was like, oh, I'm hopping in CrowdStrike. It's going to make the price go up. And we just got the news early. And we was in the option trade and it shot up. So, there's a lot of different ways that you can actually trade and make your money. When it comes to swing trading, we talked about in a 7-day challenge about, being able to be in a trade for a couple of days. When you have some certain news, you're able to take advantage and be in a trade for a couple of days based on if you're just early on it. All right. Yes, that's cool, bro. I just wanted to hop on. Yeah. I know everybody else is everybody's celebrating. It's a 3-day weekend, but I respect the people time that hop on this call. So I wanted to make sure I hopped on as well and let them know that we still here all together.
Yeah, we definitely. I know a lot of people like, man, they have a call on a holiday. And one thing about it, we're gonna always stay consistent.
Yeah, I normally turn my camera on too. I forgot to turn it on. All right. All right.
Okay, everybody got that. Yeah, make sure y'all get these links out the chat box too before y'all get off the call, and bookmark them. I try to tell everybody too. Any resources shared on the call, try to bookmark them that you have for your reference.
Yeah, and so today, if you notice on Sundays, I guess you can, the one gem I can give you on this is that Sunday today, the bullets and the micro times. If you guys been using those, you'll notice that on Saturday night around 10:45 to 11:15, there's another activity in crypto, and then at 3:45 to 4:15 on Sunday, there's more activity in crypto. And so, those times are different. It doesn't happen Monday through Thursday on the same times, but it does happen on Saturday night and Sunday. So I'll put that in the chat for you guys on Pacific time, and you can track that for next week. And I think that'll be you'll see some activity that you can make, money on a Saturday night and a Sunday afternoon just by being able to track that 30-minute window. And since you guys is on this call, the trade I'm in right now that I'm anticipating going up is ARB, right? ARB is altcoin, and when Bitcoin start moving, it's going to move more than Bitcoin. It's been holding well, and it's at $1 right now. That's one of the altcoins that I'll be looking to trade besides Bitcoin.
How, since this is a brand new coin, is it more volatile, kind of like Ape and OP?
Yeah, so it's the token. It's a network blockchain token. So when I mean that is like you have a blockchain optimism, you have near, you have a blockchain arbitron. It is the token of the blockchain. So for them to use the arbitron network, they need to have ARB, and it dropped down a lot. It got down to 90 cents. It's at $1 right now. It is on a sell signal right now at this moment, but on the day, it's on a up signal. So above 97, it's a hold, 97 cents.
You're not sharing your screen, is
I will.
okay.
So on a day, it looks like this, above this FVG, which is a 97, it's a hold. If you look at it on the hour, the market has just dropped. So right now it's on a sell signal, but this is it's on support down here at 99. And, when it's at $1, if you look at it for the last day, it is hitting the bottom. And so I think it, will bounce up. It has a chance to bounce to 104 and 115. So, right now, everything is low volume. So it's not a buy right now, but that's the one trade I'm in right now. And I think I'm in with 30x leverage. So I plan to buy more when it drops, if it drops, but I was just giving you that. So if you look at the, if I look at anything here, let me share my screen again. So one of the things I look at when I'm looking at the crypto, just since I'm on this call, trying to give you guys, I sold some positions earlier. Actually, I put it in the chat. I sold Bitcoin for 100% profit, earlier today. And then if you look at what's moving in crypto, ARB is at, almost 1%. It is, and then CRB are the two highest ones in crypto on Pika protocol right now. And so I've been noticing that there's volume, right? XRP has volume right now on DYDX, and ARB hasn't hit this, but it's been gaining on Pika. So I'm just taking it as a high risk, altcoin based on the platform I'm trading in. Right now, the whole market is on a sell signal, right? So everything, when I'm looking at the market, I'm looking at the Bitcoin, and I'm looking at total market cap, right? And so at 26,200, that's support for Bitcoin, and then resistance is at 26,7, 26,8. So it's playing in a $600 range right now, between this range up and down. Can you put Sunday trading times in there as well? Yeah, Sunday is different than I gave you 1 or 2 times. Sunday is different than the rest of the week. So Sunday is kind of based on my schedule. I gave you 1 or 2 times that you can check in Sunday. The rest of it is, the regular times are still the regular times. I trade crypto.
So for the people who getting it, I, I'm sorry about that, Jamar. I just wanted to mention that for the people who trade in crypto, if you got the report, make sure you look at the beginning report. Jamar did put a very, very, very detailed table out in there for each day of the week. It's color coded. So you know what day, you know what to do for a sell or buy on what particular day, during what time period. It's been in report for years. I was like, wow, he been putting this in the report for years. I just not really paid attention to it. So yeah, it is a hidden gem in the report, which tells you every single time what to do on each of those days. Apologize about that, Jamar.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, I'm gonna get. I got my nephews and nieces downstairs, and I'm gonna get ready for my mindset call. But I want to hop on this call real quick. Yeah, I can see I'm sweating over here. It was outside.
Awesome.
All right.
Mark came on here and gave y'all some gems. He can, everybody who's on the call, make sure you attend the mindset call in the morning. That's on my calendar as well. I'll be on in the morning. So, hey, I appreciate you, Jamar, for jumping on. Know you know the kids and everybody waiting on you downstairs. So we ain't gonna hold you up and hold everybody else up on the call. I just want to say thank you guys for making it a commitment each and every week to attend this call and get positioned with us each and every week in order for us to be successful in the market. So, especially, I want to make sure I say this too before I get off. In 2 weeks, July Trade School will be starting. It will be Trade School 1 year anniversary. We started it back here July last year. So, anybody who's on this call who I would say they need help getting started learning how to trade the correct way, or you got family or friends who want to learn, let me or Jamar know. Just hit us up on Facebook Messenger or other platform you see us on, and we can, like we said, it's the best summer school you ever go to. I never attended summer school before, but but this school right here is a school that I say, this summer school right here is a school that I say I think you enjoy learning. But we definitely get down to business. So I want to make sure, since we got 2 weeks before that start, I will be doing interviews all this week, and I will be onboarding people this week too. So I want to make sure I put that out there for anybody who need that. So just letting everybody know that now.
Yeah. And that's one thing. I mean, if you guys have already been in Mastermind or you join, right now we forcing members to go through the 7-day challenge, and new people 7-day challenge and go through the trade school. So, we want guys when they come into Mastermind to kind of understand that, I don't want to oversell people and just, people used to come into Mastermind. I think just because you join, you're gonna make money, when you need to know some fundamental things. Like even like the times, most trading groups or whatever don't tell you about the different macro times, the times, why it moves, and you can make money 24/7, but it's like you have an open book test, and at least we're showing you where the answers are in the book, and our goal is to make people independent. But putting them through the 7-day challenge, putting them through the trade school, is at least walking them through and slowing them down, because people get distracted and they want to make money after a week or two, when trading it's a lifestyle. Right. It's the reason why that, a lot of my friends that are traders, they were getting ready on Sunday for Tuesday, and their wife was trying to take them out, and family trying to take them out, and they're like, nah, I'd rather stay at home. And it's like, they got unlimited amounts of money, and they really, they're taking it seriously, and this is their craft, and we love doing it. And so, same reason I have nieces and nephews, all my brother-in-laws in the house. This still is more important for me. I love it. I actually, me and Mike talked last night. Every night we talk, because we enjoy trading. We enjoy it's almost like a gambling addiction. I want to trade, and I want to like, so, and sometimes people around you be like, you know, bro, you work way more than a regular person. My wife was like, you work. I was like, nah, I love what I do. And don't get mad at me because I love it. Like, I love, this is what I want to be doing. And then when the market is open, I want to be making money. And I love, I said, Mike, man, in the trade school, we've seen a lot of people start getting breakthroughs because they're taking their time and they're going through and they're recognizing the time and they're making more money. So the 7-day challenge is getting people started with the right expectations. The trade school, they're getting their make money, they understanding the time, they're not rushing it. And then when they get in the mastermind, now they're around everybody that knows similar things and we all want to have the same lifestyle. We understand that, trading is part of our life. It's not our life. Taking care of our family. We have so many good fathers and mothers that's in the DCG. And, you'll have some people ask about the price. And it's like, bro, our goal is to make 500 to 1,000 a day. Like, it's not for you to, it's not an expensive price. But when people can't see over that, then it's like they may not be the right people for the group because they think $50 a month is going to change their life. And it's like they got the wrong expectation. They need to go through the 7-day challenge and do that shit for free. All the information is out there for free, but you'll be searching and reading an open book test. It's like, hey, study for a law degree, and they don't tell you what's going to be on the test. We're at least trying to give guys the idea of what's going to be on the test, what to look for. Every week it changes, and that's the value of inside of being in the group together. Right? And we're not trying to hold guys. I've trained more guys in DCG that now start their own group, right? And they got it from us. And then they realize that, damn, they need to come back because things change, right? And so my goal wasn't to keep people. My goal is to give them enough information where they can be independent. Same thing with Mike and I is give you guys the things you can be independent, but we hope you see the value and stand around and growing together because things change. This market isn't the same as it was 6 months ago. It wasn't the same as it was a year ago. The market changes every week, week to week. Every Sunday night, we're on these calls. All right, on that note, I got to bounce, but I wanted to, share that because I think that's important. That's important for people to understand, what is the environment. The information, you can go search on YouTube and Google and get all this shit for free all day, but you're going to spend a lot more time. And when it changes, people don't recognize the bear market until it's too late. They don't recognize the bullish market until it's too late. People are talking about the bear market now. It's like, bro, the market started dropping when it was at 28. Now we looking at the first level of support now. And do I allow them to come back after leaving? It depends on how they left, right? Because to me, it's more about, like I want people to be, I wear a shirt to say I'm a free man. Everybody around me is free. I want people to be here because they like us. And, if they leave kind of like on bad terms, and I don't let them come back. But if it's like, it's like someone leaves a job and they come back, it's like, nah, you see the value now. Most guys that leave DCG, they'll leave and people come back. And they come back because they know it's a different level of care and love that's here in realness, right? The signal by itself is not good, but it depends on how they leave. And I don't like people marketing to people inside the mastermind. If you're in the mastermind and somebody's sending you a private message, that's what I don't like. I don't want people charging people for consultations and, trying to hit them up on the side. It's like, bro, if you can't give, then just get out and get your own group. And so that's my mentality. It's like, we're on a call, I can give you the information, but I'm not going to, I've never charged a member in DCG for a consultation, right? Like, I talk to people. I take time away from my family, so I don't want other members doing that. Mike never is told nobody, hey man, you got to pay me $75 to talk to me.
So jump on a 15-minute call on the schedule.
Now, if you just keep calling me and shit, I won't answer your call and be like, hey, talk to Willette. I pay other people to take the calls, but it's a respect thing. Like, all right, you ain't schedule a calendar every day on my calendar. Nah, bro, there's no more calls for you.
I literally had somebody do that one time. He booked.
Yeah,
I had 5 slots. He booked all 5 slots. I said, "Bro, what you got going on,
right, bro. All right. Hey, I'm out. I'm out. I gotta go. I appreciate you guys.
man?" Hey, appreciate you too, bro. Appreciate your time. Hey, you have a blessed Father's Day. Um, Everybody who on this call, hey, hope you guys enjoyed this call as well. Hope you got some value from it. Like I said, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out either me or Jamar and make sure you taken care of and you're good. Other than that, shoot, let's hit it hard on Tuesday. Team Nasdaq and trade school. We're gonna be running that play hard on Tuesday, going into the rest of the week. So I'm excited about it. I gotta find me some stuff. I'm gonna be out there in the garden and all that stuff. Had a good rain and come in. I gotta stay busy until Tuesday. I'm already ready. But appreciate everybody. Hope everybody have a blessed night. This call will stream live through DCG Trade School. On my personal Facebook page.